Hello and welcome. Somebody recently asked me to make a video about the Kagero, and because I am currently playing the ship, I decided to do that. So, I am in the tier 9 Japanese destroyer, the Kagero. This is a match on the map Trap, it's domination mode. And we have 2 tier 10 ships, a battleship and a cruiser. The enemy has a cruiser and 2 destroyers. I tell my team that I'm going towards the B cap and that we should focus on the B cap and then decide whether we should go C or B, or C or A that is, but the priority should be in the B cap. Nobody disagreed. So I headed towards the B cap with speed boost because that just makes me get there a bit faster. The B cap is important because this is the middle of the map. If you can take control of it, you can pick the side which is weaker on the enemies and try to focus on that one. Although you don't necessarily have to do that, you can go to one side but then go towards B, but B is incredibly important on this map. Especially nowadays that you have this island in the middle here, which just helps a lot. Well, we are already half done on the cap, but planes are incoming 6 kilometers, so I'm gonna use smokescreen and slow down, because I do not want to get torpedo bombered by those torpedo bombers. Or the dive bombers. There's a Fletcher next to me, I think. Well, a DD, a US DD. Unfortunately, he does not stop in the smoke and keeps sailing, so the torpedo, it might be fortunate for me, I guess, because that means the torpedo bombers drop on the Fletcher and not me, but it's unfortunate for the Fletcher because she has already lost more than half her HP and she is now getting shelled by a Khabarovsk. And probably some other things, but mostly the Khabarovsk. Look, she only has 4500 HP. However, we did get the B cap, but it's contested now. We also got the C cap, which is excellent, and actually very surprising because we only had 4 ships going towards the C cap. There's a whole bunch of ships behind us at B, but they seem to not be here for the B cap. They seem to be heading towards the A cap for some reason. At this point we have control of B and C, so we should be focusing on B and C. Anyways, I'm gonna start moving around because the smokescreen won't last forever, and maybe I can torpedo one of these battleships, like the Tripids. She isn't in range, but if she keeps going the way she is, she might actually sail into the range. Unfortunately, well, or fortunately, it seems that, oh my god, gearing. This is really bad, because I have already used my smokescreen and I'm spotted. Fortunately, the gearing used smokescreen, so she will disappear and so will I. There are fighters incoming, but they are overhead, so they aren't exactly above me, like right now. They aren't spotting me. And the gearing is inside smokescreen, so I don't have to worry about being shot. This actually gives me the opportunity to retreat. Unfortunately, well, it's gearing, I can't fight it, I'm a Kagero. It shouldn't really be my job. I would really like it if we had support inside B, like inside the cap zone, not outside. I would like something heavy to be inside here, at least a cruiser, because the enemy team is bringing an Atago inside here. And I don't know how much longer I can really stay here, because it's dangerous, especially with these planes going around. Like, I can't stay here, so I'm telling my team that if nobody else is coming inside here, I'm leaving. I need to use smokes here, because that ZA over there, and there are some other ships on the other side as well, not to mention this gearing might come again, and so might the... Oh my god, I need to speed up because torpedo bombers incoming. Okay, I guess I'm gonna leave torpedoes here for the Atago that is moving. Or, never mind, too late. Engine boost activated. I guess I need to run. because I don't think I can stay here. Okay, I definitely need to run. That Atago will be incredibly dangerous. Luckily, there will be a smokescreen between me and the Atago when I retreat. Tried to leave some parting torpedoes, but I don't think these will work because there's a fight between me and the Atago. I think that the torpedoes will be spotted, but it's still worth a try. Still though, nobody is still inside the B cap, and for some reason the battleships have gone towards A. 3 of our 4 battleships have gone to A, when we are holding B and C caps and need help defending B. This is ridiculous. Why are the battleships there? Like, this is literally something you can lose a game over. Like right now, we are in a good position, or decent position, only because the guys at sea are incredible, and they have killed a battleship and a cruiser of the enemy. Oh no, sorry, my bad. They have killed 2 enemy battleships with 2 destroyers, 1 battleship and 2 cruisers. That's the only reason why we aren't far behind. Because for some reason the guys at sea have just played so much better than the enemies on our team. However, the issue is that 3 of our battleships are at A, like in the middle of nowhere, for really no reason. Because they don't have support there. I mean, of course battleships are really good at fighting almost anything, but they would be better served being at B. Like, they could have just sailed into the B cap. What the hell were they so afraid of? That they aren't afraid of at the edge of the map at the A cap. I don't understand. If they're afraid of torpedoes, just use the island in the middle at B. Or just have somebody scout for you, like, I don't know, the Kagero that was inside the B cap for minutes that you didn't help. I sincerely believe that the reason why we are in such a poor situation right now is the 3 battleships at A. They should not be going there. Like, this isn't a gameplay mistake really, this is a type of mistake that, I don't know. Like, we discussed that B should be our primary focus, but they decided to go towards A while we didn't have B, even though we had at least C. So we already had a side we could hold, but I don't know. I just don't understand. I know that my chat is quite a harsh overreaction, but it's difficult to overstate how bad the decision was for the guys to go towards A. It's just ridiculous. You shouldn't do such things. Luckily though, the guys at sea are incredible. They killed another cruiser. Like, this is crazy. Maybe we can push into B from C. The issue is that they have a Gearing, a Loyang, a Zhao inside the B cap, so it'll be very difficult to take it. Like, we need a battleship to at least tank some of the cruisers, but our battleship at sea is far in the corner because, you know, he was alone against very many ships. So, if he had been not very careful and been inside the C cap, I think that the battleship at sea might have just died. Anyways, what I'm trying to do right now is just probe into the B cap to see what's in there and what isn't. Maybe we can get some kills and then be able to move into the B cap. That would be the best. The one saving grace about the guys at A is that they are pulling the attention of the carrier, which leaves me and the other destroyer at sea and the destroyer near B have a decent chance. Anyways, the Gearing is there. She can't see me right now, but I'm gonna fire in a moment, because I don't think the Gearing will want to open fire on me, or at least not stay around to fight, because I have 2 cruisers behind me. I don't think that would be a favorable fight to the Gearing. I want to move because I think that if the Gearing did fire torpedoes, she already did so in my previous location and not where I'm gonna be right now. In hindsight, those torpedoes that I fired towards where the Gearing would be are amazing, because this meant that the Gearing had to be careful here. I think that I might not have got this kill if I hadn't fired those torpedoes, because those torpedoes definitely affected where the Gearing was going to turn, because, you know, if she had kept going straight, she would have died to the torpedoes. It's good that we got one of the DDs out. The Gearing was the biggest challenge for me, because she is, well, the strongest close-quarter destroyer. There's still a Loyang though, and a Hipper and a Zhao inside the B-cap, but we need to take it back at this point. While we have great success at the C-cap, have killed 4 ships over here. By the way, the guys at A have lost one of our battleships already, and they have not killed a single enemy in return. So, if they had been here at C or at B, we might be massively ahead right now, but we aren't. We are actually a bit behind. Fortunately, we are capping A, and I don't see them... Okay, actually, I don't know. I don't think we can hold A, even if we take it, because there's 2 destroyers there. One is Khabarovsk. So even if we take A, and the battleships eventually leave, the Khabarovsk will just retake it. And there's nothing we can do. Anyways, against this Hipper, I decided to wait until the Hipper turns her nose towards me. This means that she can't torpedo. Like right now she is turning broadside on, and I am certain that she will torpedo now into the smoke screen. Then I will start moving forward, so that her torpedoes miss. Unfortunately, the Hipper still has a lot of HP left, and I don't think I can kill her before I leave the smoke, but I'll try my best. I mean, I still have backup from 1 battleship and 2 cruisers, so it might not be the worst. See? I mentioned the torpedoes, and here they are. Dodging them is rather important. Smoke screens are a torpedo magnet, essentially, especially if you fire invisible in the smoke screen, because enemies can't open fire in return, so they really like torpedoing those smoke screens. That's why I needed to move and risk going out to a Hipper, but I was hoping that we could kill her before I take massive damage, and that's exactly what happened. Notice how the Zhao has left the B-cap, and we also know that the Loyang left the B-cap, which means that after this Hipper died, the B-cap should be empty, which is a massive mistake by the enemy team. They should have just kept holding on to it. They would have got a pretty sizable lead from this. Like, the Hipper shouldn't have rushed towards us, and the Zhao should have stayed in the B-cap. The Loyang leaving, I guess that's understandable, because they might feel they need some help at the A-cap, I guess. But if you think about it, look at where the last known locations of some of the ships are. The enemy team just isn't playing very well with ships remaining. They aren't defending the B-cap, and, well, nor are they really defending the A-cap, but I guess that one's a bit understandable. So I guess the battleships going to A did get something. Eventually they got the A-cap, but I mean, it tied up 3/4 of our battleships. One of them died for this. One of them is literally in the corner of the map. The only viable target for him is, or her, is the Khabarovsk, which is like 15 kilometers away, so there's absolutely no chance that the battleship is really going to hit the Khabarovsk. And the battleships are spread out, which means that they are perfect targets for the carrier. So it was a monumental mistake for the battleships to go there. Anyways, in chat, the enemy Essex was asking if 212 is a good loadout for carriers, and I agree, it is. At least the Essex, because the Essex, I think, doesn't have as many replacements as the Taiho. Or at least doesn't have as much of a lead or edge over the Taiho as the Kagerou does over the Midway. Anyways, I'm gonna torpedo this North Carolina. Hopefully we'll be able to kill it. I will wait a bit until the turn happens to the North Carolina and then fire torpedoes. Okay, I think this far is enough. I don't think that she will keep turning, but just in case, let's hedge our bets a little bit. I only need like 2 torpedo hits anyway to get the kill. Anyways, what I was saying about the carriers, you see, the reason why 113 on the Midway is okay is because you have so many replacements that even if you lose them, it's not really that bad against the Kagerou because, well, it'll take such a long time to lose all of those. And, yeah, this North Cal is dead. Thank you very much. That North Cal should have been closer to the B cap. That one battleship on the enemy team is taking the C cap, but at this point I think it's okay if we lose it. We are pretty far ahead. By the way, the friendly battleship at A that wasn't in the corner died, and we lost the A cap again. So again, I would like to point out that it was an incredibly bad idea to go there. Anyways, my plan here against this Kutuzov is to slow down here and fire, because the Kutuzov can't torpedo me here, and I will start going in reverse, so that hopefully the Kutuzov doesn't, or if she does torpedo, those torpedoes will not hit me, and I will try to torpedo her in return, but I will wait a bit to see how the Kutuzov turns. If she turns. And until then I will just keep firing. Okay, let's be honest, it'll be a bit about luck whether the Kutuzov torpedoes me or not, at least successfully. So I will start moving ahead, because if she does torpedo me I will die, so I need to be moving. And it seems my torpedoes were exactly on point on the Kutuzov, so goodbye. That was a bargain. Okay, torpedo bombers incoming, so I need to turn. Oh, I killed a plane. That's surprising. And these planes are evaporating like crazy. Oh, that's a Des Moines. I guess that explains things. I think the Essex just tried torpedo bombering a Des Moines. One torpedo bomber squadron against the Des Moines. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Not gonna work at all. That's why I also asked this. Luckily, we are in the lead. I think that our victory here comes largely down to the guys that did an amazing job at sea. I think if they hadn't killed like 4 ships without losing a single one in return, I think we would have lost the game. The capping that came after that, and consequently the kills I got, are mostly due to, well, just getting the opportunity. I don't think that I would have had the opportunity if we hadn't had such amazing teammates at the sea cap. But I am certain that the 3 battleships that went A, and all died there, messed up hard because, well, in the end they did not even get to keep the A cap. They should have been at B or C, or just hung back and well, supported whatever needed supporting and not pushed. But alas, that's not what they did. Oh well, whatever. It happens. Anyways, I have 4 kills. Never mind. There was 32 seconds to go, but unfortunately we got enough points to end the game. Would have needed like 2 or 3 salvos and I would have probably got a Kraken unleashed. I so wanted those flags. I was number 1 with 2452 experience. That Des Moines was really useful. He's probably saved my ship, like half my ship's HP or something. By the way, that Tashkent played incredibly well. That was the DD that was at sea. Unfortunately, I don't remember who else was at sea, so I don't know who to compliment, but this is the Yamato that went to A. This is the Amagi, I think, that went to A, and this is the Izumo that went to A. I think that's how it is, but I'm not entirely sure. It might have been the North Carolina. I'm sorry, I don't remember, but like all 3 battleships are in the bottom half of the game. So yeah, that's they should not have gone A. That was a massive mistake. But I made 200,000 credits in this match, so I made quite a bit of money. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, then please subscribe, and thanks for watching.